playing Warframe, and within good reason. So tonight, free to play, big hype about Apex. So I decided to download it, and let me tell you personally, let me share honest note. Okay, to some of you, Apex, it's nothing but another, yet again, a product of EA's BS. So right now, the quote-unquote is, it looks okay for now as being a hyped up game. Just came out yesterday for the PS4. And I tried to get into it. I actually tried to play it today. Downloaded it, played it. Well, before I get into the playing part, it seems that some of my friends who have played Apex didn't have to go through the rigmarole. I have an account with EA, and setting up Apex, downloaded it. Okay, it looked good. My friends were playing it, and played. Got Apex completely downloaded, or I was playing it. I deleted it. For me, Battle Royale games, okay, for most people, for some, Battle Royale games, people think that it's the shit. Me personally, I'm not crazy about any type of Battle Royale games, okay? Whether if it's H1Z1, which I downloaded but never played, then delete it. I got into Fortnite once, which was complete trash, and deleted it. And I did Apex, downloaded that, tried it out, but also the same thing, didn't like it. What I'm trying to say is, if some of you who don't have an EA account, you're going to run into some kind of problem. And by playing it, okay, it's a big hype right now. People are going to say it looks really good. It's the maker from Titanfall 2 or Titanfall 3. Me being, I know some people like the Battle Royale games. I'm not one of those type of people that really likes it. I think Apex is kind of like is a joke to me. I think it's a recycled version. You take Call of Duty, you take Fortnite, you take Borderlands, you put it together, and what do you get is a game like that. Don't get me wrong, I played it, it was well polished, but it's not for me, and having the issues with it, just in general, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm really not into Battle Royale games, and, I'm usually good about giving something a try, for the benefit of the doubt here. And, like I said, I've tried Fortnite, I tried Apex, but this is the problem with a game like this. I saw it on Reddit. For now, people are going to talk. It's a big hype. It came out for all the consoles. It was out first for PC. Same thing that went for PUBG. I will never play PUBG. I will not play Fortnite. I will not play anything that's Battle Royale related. And or Call of Duty anymore. Let's get that out of the way here. To me, why I'm more into Warframe is, okay, Apex and Warframe are two different things, but the reason why I like Warframe is because it's my go-to, kinda. But also, I play, and, some of you who subscribe to my channel know me. What I play, what my likes, dislikes are. Between playing Dark Souls, a lot of Warframe, obviously. Not too much playing, Killing Floor 2 or For Honor anymore. On YouTube, which, if you follow me on Twitch, you will see the Killing Floor 2, and a few other games, which YouTube will put a copyright strike against. So that's the nitty-gritty of it. Can't get into any Battle Royale games. It's not, like I said, you know, me being a girl gamer, I have limits, okay? But at the same time, I mean, this is another yet product of another Battle Royale game that's going to build up hype and eventually it's going to die down, which is really going to be true because think about this. How many Battle Royale games are you going to make that you're going to keep biting off one after another? I mean, let's think about this here. Think about the incident that happened with Bethesda, you know, their little nightmare fiasco with one Fallout game. You played them all. If you played one Call of Duty game, you played them all. If you play one Battle Royale game, you played it all. And it's the same thing that's going to happen with this. And, you know, look, I'll give it credit to people who play it. You know, they like Battle Royale games. They think it's like they're very, you know, they think it's their go-to. But in perspective, not everybody plays Battle Royale games because you can say right now it's going to blow Call of Duty out of the water. Okay, well, that's all fine and good, but let me get down to the nitty-gritty of this whole thing here, this whole mess, why I have an issue with certain Battle Royale games, and then this one in particular. Part of the problem is, I mean, everybody thinks it's from Respawn, which we all know, you know, Respawn was part of, whether if it was part of Titanfall or whatever the case may be. But they're not the issue here I have. The issue I have here, lo and behold, who took charge of this whole entire process of making the game? EA. And why I say about this is because EA did some really shitty stuff, really shady stuff. Now, everybody's going to say it's all fine and good. You know, there's no microtransactions or anything like that. Well, okay, well, for now. Now, let's say when they start updating, now they're going to make everything, you know, give it time. The hype's going to die down. Give it time. When you start seeing microtransactions, again, like they did for Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I never played. I'm never a huge fan of EA because I think EA's products are nothing but trash and garbage, which, to be perfectly honest, anything that EA makes, I will not play. I kind of pretty much boycotted EA back in the 90s because of some reasons here in some of their developing. Well, prior to, you know, their shoddy workmanship of game developing, and then all of a sudden they're starting to bring in these other people who are. But the thing is, EA is the main and sole entity that made the game. The publisher, which is Respawn, those were the people that helped EA get this game to launch. And, you know, it's like I said, give it time. Something is going to happen where EA is going to trip on their own dicks like they did before with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Right now it looks cool, you know, like I'm not here to fight with nobody on this. I just think that there are some things that gaming companies and publishers who do this that say, okay, this is all going to be fine and good. Now, I'm kind of gonna guess, wait about a year and a half to see where it all goes. And I am not, the reason why I'm right now on Warframe is because I see where there's a flaw with Apex in general. You know, I'm not the one to say this, but it's gonna go to hell in a handbasket. You watch. I'm just waiting for Anthem to come out. which comes out of this month in February, the day after my birthday, and I'm waiting for it to come out. I believe that Anthem is going to be a better choice, well-suited, more well-rounded game. By the previews I've seen, it looks very interesting. But as far as like this whole Apex thing, it may not last very long. It's kind of like one of those things, people get hyped up, for the time being, like people got hyped up over a really good game, and then in time you're gonna realize that this hype will just fade off. Like, some people may think differently. Me playing Warframe, but the sheer truth of the matter is here. I see it as, let's just give it time, see where Apex goes. A lot of people said the same thing about Warframe. Nobody knew exactly what Warframe was going to go through. I mean, nobody really thought Warframe was going to take off. And being a devoted Warframe player, let's set aside Monster Hunter World when I used to play it, and I still do every now and then, once in a blue moon. Dark Souls 3, once in a blue moon now, because I'm overcapped. I'm, past the threshold of the max cap, which is 802. Killing Floor 2, okay, so I went back, re-downloaded it, and now I'm bored with it. Warframe pretty much now is where I'm staying until Anthem comes out. So pretty much where I am now in this state is I'm not getting too much involved, too much into the whole thing, staying with Warframe on YouTube pretty much now. But eventually Anthem will be my go-to, and same thing with my game here with Warframe. And me playing Warframe, I'm already even last night, and I started getting more on a roll with the whole thing here with using my character, my Garuda, who's been my main ever since Fortuna came out. And so anything that you see on Reddit right now, it's going to be a lot of hype about Apex. I would say right now it's going to be good. If you want to get it, it's fine. It'll be good. You can, enjoy it for a while, and then after a while it's just going to wear off like a novelty. It's kind of like you buying a new pair of shoes, let's say Nike came out with a new pair of shoes, like a brand new spanking version of pumps or whatever the case may be. Well, back in when I remember, there were pumps, and it was a big fad for a while. It lasted for about a year and a half, I think. And those things were expensive. They were like $400, $500, for a pair. And they're still probably, I'm sure the new kinds of Nikes are probably more than $400 or $500 a pair now, which I don't know how much they go for because I don't wear Nikes. So, in the sheer honesty of things, I try out the different games, like Apex, like I said, H1Z1, Fortnite. I try them out, and I know where I exactly stand. I'll play it for a little bit, usually a half hour to an hour or something. Play a little bit to see where I'm at, and if I don't like it, I just pretty much delete it from my library, and just move forward and try a different game out. And if I don't like that game, I do the same thing. I know there's some people that are going to end up watching this video, and I know there's some people who are going to just say, well, I think you're wrong about Apex, I think you're wrong about this and that. But, we're all entitled to the opinions, and that's pretty much just where I go on this. But that's pretty much the truth here. I mean, you're going to have a lot of you're going to have a lot of Fortnite gamers. You're going to have people... The truth of the matter is what I'm trying to say is you're going to have YouTubers who play Fortnite who are going to start going on there doing the same shit they did on Fortnite to make they're going to ruin the game experience. And I think I kind of see where that's going to go. Like, I think I'm going to see where the YouTubers who are going to go and play the game are just going to ruin it for everybody. Which, this is how Fortnite got ruined. This is why now people say Fortnite is garbage. Because YouTubers who go on there and just exploit the game, you know, they're making all these false stuff about, oh, there's like these new items that are just coming out. But the truth of the matter is they're not new items. They're just the same stuff. You don't win them in a contest. They're not new that Epic came out with. I mean, granted, you're going to have an update here and there and, you know, new weapons, but some things like that just don't set. And and for me to sit here and talk about this is, you know, one of the many things. Like I said, H1Z1, a friend of mine tried to get me into playing it. And going back to Battle Royale games, H1Z1, a friend of mine got me, or tried to get me into it, downloaded it, never played it. And the reason why is because I knew my personal interest is that, to me, Battle Royale games are kind of... They start becoming the same, you know? Like, I see it in different videos, different feeds, and people play H1Z1, PUBG, Fortnite. It's all becoming repetitive. It's becoming the same. It doesn't matter how good the graphics are, really. It really doesn't matter. Because all you're going to do is it's a recycle. It's all it is. And then what's going to happen is, right now everybody's like, oh, there's no microtransactions right now, and EA is not doing that with Apex. But the truth of the matter is, it's going to happen. The microtransactions are going to start kicking in. Give it about 6 months to, maybe about 6 months to a year. You'll start seeing more microtransactions, and that's where EA is going to trip and fall on their dick again. Like they did with the Star Wars Battlefront 2, guarantee it's going to happen. But anyways, this is going to pretty much do it. That was a brief rundown. If you think Apex is worth it, which I totally think it's kind of not. I mean, my personal opinion. I mean, you know, I played various games over the years, but this one is okay-ish for now until the fade wears off. Anyways, if you happen to like this video, please click the like, the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notifications button for more on my channel, more content on my channel. Anyways, so I think that's going to pretty much cover it for tonight. And to my fellow Tenno who are out there probably wondering why the hell I would play a game that's probably a hack to begin with, check me out in the next video on Warframe, which hopefully I won't be able to do tomorrow, but I will be doing again during the week. Hopefully something maybe in a little bit of a better frame of mind, where I don't have a sour taste right now in my mouth, because the game Apex gave me a bad taste in my mouth and I didn't like it. Anyways, this is Michelle. I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness. And, like I said, just click on the notifications button. Like, subscribe. If you don't, leave a thumbs down. If you do, leave a thumbs up. Anyways, this is Michelle saying peace, love, and happiness. And, stay tuned for more of my live content. Until then, bye for now.